Hello Eurovision friends, thank you so much for coming to my channel Eurovision Histories while we wait for the second semi-final to start. So exciting. I wanted to give you a quick chart update again, and I'm using the great website esctracker.com. Check it out if you haven't yet. They have this great overview of the positions of the Eurovision songs in different countries. This is before the second semi-final, so obviously the songs of the first semi-final are a bit overrepresented, and also lots of you always say that, and before you hit the keyboard, I know that the charts are not a great predictor for who will win Eurovision, even though last year #1 in ESC Tracker was Loreen and #2 was Carrier, switching positions from time to time. And so it is an indication at least which songs are very popular. So the first thing I want to look at are the Apple Music charts at the moment, and you can see that Baby Lasagna and Rim Tim Tagidim, obviously all of Croatia is behind the song, it seems, and I'm quite sure they are. And so he is #1 in Croatia. However, he's also #5 in Lithuania at the moment, #9 in Slovenia. He is charting also in Serbia and Finland, Estonia, Sweden, as you can see there, in the top 30. Then in Malta, Cyprus, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg, and also in Poland, Latvia, Norway, Greece, and in 100th position, at least in Austria. Austria wasn't in the semifinal that Baby Lasagna was in. And what I find really interesting about these positions is that they are from all over Europe. You have Slovenia, you have Lithuania, more from the east, but you also have the south with Malta and Cyprus. You have Poland, you have Austria, Greece, this Nordic, Sweden as well. So this song is apparently popular in all kinds of regions of Europe. So it's not a regional thing. And then you can see in the second place at the moment, when it comes to Apple Music, we have Ukraine, Aljona Aljona and Jerry Heil doing really well, even better in Lithuania than they are in Ukraine, doing well in Poland, Estonia, Cyprus, Latvia, Slovenia, and Serbia. In all of these countries, it's in the top 30. Then we have also Armenia, Finland. You can see all the countries where it's charting: Croatia, Netherlands, Malta, and Moldova. So doing really, really well for a song that is a ballad that people might have thought it's depending a lot on the staging, but people really love this song, as you can see. And so I do think that these two, Croatia and Ukraine, you could make an argument that they are among the contenders at least. Then we have Angelina Mangola Noia, and as you know, she didn't perform in semifinal 1, so already charting, which is a very good indication of its popularity. In Malta and Italy, it charted even after Sanremo, because it won Sanremo, obviously, but also doing well in Lithuania. There seems to be a huge Eurovision craze in Lithuania, because I think almost all of the songs are actually charting in Lithuania. You have Slovenia, Armenia, Cyprus, Croatia, Finland, Luxembourg, Greece, and the Netherlands, and again, charting in all kinds of regions of Europe. It's not a regional phenomenon. Then we get to Joost Klein and Europapa, also hasn't performed yet. He's obviously #1 in the Netherlands. The whole country is crazy about him, almost like Croatia is crazy about Baby Lasagna, so that is great. 7th in Belgium, 9th, again, we have Lithuania there, and then Estonia, Finland, Sweden, Luxembourg, Cyprus, and Latvia. Here I see a bit more of a regional love for him in the Baltics, Nordics, and Western Europe, but that can of course change after people see the performance in the second semi-final. And then you also have Sweden right above me there, doing well in Sweden, but also lots of other countries. So the big five and the automatic qualifier, which is Sweden, performing in the semi-final, seem to have had a positive effect, at least for Sweden. If we go further down, we have Nemo and the Code doing well in its native Switzerland. Then we have Lithuania, Cyprus, Estonia, Finland, and Malta. And again, this is before this song was even performed in the second semi-final. Greece doing really well in Cyprus, where it's #1, in Greece, #2, Armenia in 76th position, but still it is charting. I think there's a big Greek community in Armenia, so that might be why that is happening. Lithuania, as I've said, loves all the songs almost, and they, as you can see, especially love Sylvester Belt. He's been #1 there for weeks and weeks and weeks, I think, after the national final, and he is #1 still, also doing well in the other Baltics and Finland. And then as you go further down, you see that these songs are very popular in their own countries. well, not yet, actually. Bambi Thug is doing quite well in Lithuania, also in Ireland, Finland, Estonia. I'm very happy to see Sliman doing so well. Actually better in Lithuania and Luxembourg than he's doing in France, but obviously hasn't performed yet. Loreen and Tattoo still doing amazingly well, as is Kedia and Cha-Cha-Cha down there. You can see that Edin Golan is doing well in Israel, Lithuania, and Malta. You will see lots of Lithuania, Malta now, because they love all of the songs. Isaac is doing well in the Baltics, which is fun. Kedia is still doing well. Tali doing well in Luxembourg. So there does seem to be a bit of a Eurovision craze in Luxembourg, which is cool to see because, of course, they weren't there for 30 years, over 30 years. And then the rest is basically these songs doing well in their own countries. Even Luna and the Tower charting in Poland, even though she didn't make it to the final. Let's go to iTunes as well. And there you can see that the 2012 winner, Euphoria, which might have something to do that Johnny Logan performed it in the semifinal, of course, is doing best, actually better than Baby Lasagna and all of the others. Yeah, I mean, it is a very good song, and also Tattoo is doing quite well. #1 in Belize. I don't know how that happened, but still doing incredibly well in France. It had an amazing chart run in France after Eurovision last year, and I'm guessing that because of Eurovision this year, and also the excitement for Slimane, it might do very well in France once again. I skipped Baby Lasagna, which is not what I wanted to do. He is doing really well. I don't think they have iTunes in Croatia, probably. Otherwise, it would be there. I'm guessing #3 in Finland. That is kind of the country where I thought, if there's a country that loves this, apart from Croatia, it should be Finland. And it is happening. #3 in Finland, #6 in Belgium, 11 in the Netherlands, 13 in Ireland, 15 in Norway, and also top 20 in Austria, even though Austria didn't even participate in the same semifinal. Almost top 20 in Switzerland, and even 23rd in the UK. Wow. That is actually, I hadn't seen that before, sorry. That is actually a great indication of how popular this song could actually become, because charting in the UK, even if it's only iTunes, is not easy at all, especially for Eurovision songs. And 61st position in Germany is also great. If this were Spotify, I could say that that's my fault, but I don't think it is. And then Tattoo as well, doing really well. And then we have Alyona and Jerry Heil, also very successful in Ukraine itself, but also in Switzerland, 31st position. In Germany, 53rd position. I don't know how many people saw that semifinal. And then we also have, here in Germany, and then we have Marcus and Martinez doing well in the Nordics, but also in the UK, 79th position on iTunes UK. That is actually very surprising and a very positive surprise for me. Slimane doing much better on iTunes in France, whereas in the top 10, very happy for him about that. And also doing well in Austria, Belgium, and Switzerland. And Germany, so happy for Isaac, 13th position in Germany at the moment, also doing well in Austria and Belgium. I'm very happy for him, to be honest. Italy doing a bit worse here. Still charting in Italy and Switzerland, but also doing well in Norway. Some of these positions are a bit surprising to me. If you have any explanation, let me know in the comments. And again, we see some Eurovision fever in Luxembourg, where Fighter is #2. And of course, Europapa, 2nd in the Netherlands, 12th in Belgium. I said before, we're before the second semifinal, so this will, of course, improve a lot once people have seen the performances from semifinal 2. Edin Golan doing well in Israel and Norway, Windows 95 man in Finland, and from now on, wow, Ollie Alexander is #4 in the UK with Dizzy. I'm so happy for him, and this kind of shows you the renaissance of Eurovision in the UK as well. Very cool, I have to say. I'm very happy for him, no matter how everything turns out. I hope he sings better and gets a good position, but having a hit in the UK is already great. Bambi Thug doing well in Ireland and the UK. And then the other ones, I don't want to skip them, but most of them are doing well in their own country. Especially Nemo in Switzerland is #2. And you also see some older songs charting again. This is the Night by Kurt Galera. 36th in Malta, okay. La La Love, 33rd in Cyprus. Interesting. And even Marco Mengoni is still charting in Italy. That was iTunes. Let's have a look at Spotify as well. And there, We have the big streaming king, Joost Klein, still doing incredibly well, even before his performance. 3rd in the Netherlands, 7th in Belgium, and doing well in Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Iceland, Finland, and Sweden. Again, a bit of a regional focus here. You have the Baltics, you have Scandinavia. We shall see how that turns out when it comes to the voting, and how everything changes, of course, also once people have seen the performance. Unforgettable doing quite well here. Might do better than people are expecting. It's quite low in the odds outside of the top 10, but people seem to really like this song. Then we have Aliona Aliona as well, doing well in a bunch of countries. Nemo and the Code is doing best here, actually, quite well in the Nordics and also Baltics. And Baby Lasagna has not really hit Spotify 100% yet, doing well still in Lithuania, Iceland, Estonia, and Finland. Then you have La Noia, Cha 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 by Kerrier, might get a boost tonight. I don't want to reveal too much, even though you've probably heard it already. But yeah, Cha 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 might get a new spring after the semifinal. Loreen Tattoo, Sylvester Belt. And then you have mostly songs doing well in their own country. This is the chart update I wanted to give you. I hope it was interesting to you. Do check out esttracker.com for up-to-date information, and I will be doing updates like this soon as well after the semifinal, the second semifinal, so do come back to this channel. Do subscribe, there will be lots coming, running order analysis of semi 2, prediction for the grand final. I can't wait to do all that, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video if you want to.